Thank you. Again, once you open launch InDesign, you can simply press Command N to create a new document. Choose the intent. You want to create a document for print or for web or for digital. Normally we choose for print. Number of pages. Normally we choose 1. You can choose 2 if you want. Sometimes if you are creating a newsletter, you need to choose 4 in this case. And check the facing pages because we don't need a facing page right now. Page size set up as letter normally. Orientation, choose a portrait or landscape. And then column number of pages, leave it as default. And then hit OK. We've mentioned in the first week, we've mentioned that the control panel of InDesign is very useful. It's very handy. But be aware that InDesign has 3 control panels. Right now, this is the which control panel is this? Anyone still remember? This is the object control panel. Most of the tools here are for you to handle the object. You flip it over or flip vertical. Those are the tools that you can handle an object. Now, when selection tool is activated, the object control panel will appear. However, when you create a text frame and tap something, and then when you tap something here, then you can see that the control panel has changed. Right now, it's the paragraph control panel. Formatting controls are activated. So all the tools here are for you to format a paragraph. If you want to switch to the character control panel, you simply click A. And those are the tools for you to handle a single character. Here you can see this is the area for you to choose typeface, type style, type fonts, and leading. We're going to talk about leading quite soon. Now, I can't really see the words here simply because it's right now is 48%. Let me change it to 100%. Okay, so now you can see it here. We're typing something here, and then if you want to choose a typeface for it, you simply click this triangle, and you can see that InDesign provides hundreds of typefaces. Not only typefaces for English letters, but also typefaces for Chinese characters. This is the typefaces for Japanese characters, Chinese characters. This is the traditional Chinese characters, and then simplified Chinese characters, and for other letters. So InDesign is quite powerful in providing typefaces. You can choose whatever typeface you want to choose. Normally, if you have designed a newspaper, you know that for the title, normally you choose a. Did we said any one of you have experience of designing a newspaper? Yes. What typeface do you choose for the title?
The title?
Uh-huh.
It's usually it depends on which type we're doing. We use Bedoni for like the
Can you find it from InDesign? Is it in InDesign? Someone like to choose Marion Pro. Someone choose Minion Pro. So it's a or Garimart Pro. This is Garimart. Or someone chooses Adobe Garimart Pro. So there are hundreds of typefaces for you to choose. Let's choose. In this case, let's choose Adobe Carson Pro. Okay, we can choose Carson Pro. That's fine. So this is the Carson Pro, and once you choose the typeface, then you can go to choose the type style. For this particular typeface, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 type style. You can choose regular, italic, semi-bold, bold italic, and or any other type styles. But if you choose a different typeface, let's see if we choose Minion Pro, and then if you look at the typefaces, you have more. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 type styles. So different typefaces may have different type styles. Let's choose a bold, italic in this case, and that's what you're going to see. So you can choose a typeface, type style. Let me ask you, those who have experiences of designing newspaper, did you guys use italic style?
Italic?
Uh-huh. You do not use it. Why you do not use it?
I think it's just hard to read.
It's hard to read. It's not formal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we use it sometimes, like in like the text of the paper, like occasionally, but it's pretty rare that we use it.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So be aware about the meanings, special meanings contained in each type style, and make sure that you do not misuse it, abuse it, or. And you can change the font size, tab size. There are 3 ways of changing the tab size. Right now it's 12 point. And you can click this one, increase it, or you can simply click here, select one. Those are the 2 ways you can change the tab faces, tab sizes. Excuse me. Or there's another quick way to enlarge or reduce the font size. Press Shift Command, and then press the arrow key. Let me see. Option Command. Yes, Option Command. Not really. Shift. Option Command shrinks the space between letters, not the letter size. So it's different. Should be Shift. Let's see Shift Command. Shift Command doesn't work. Okay. Shift. Yes. Okay. Shift. No. What? Let me see here. Okay. Shift Command greater than. It's not the arrow key. Shift Command greater than. It will enlarge the size. Shift Command is less than will reduce the font size. So this is a quick way to do it. And that's the font size. No. Let me see what.
No, I have a laptop. You know, Command Q, what's from your end. There's a bunch of them I don't know. There's some that you can do, and it'll type like the letters, like the Spanish letters and stuff.
Okay, now we are going to talk about the lighting. This word here, it doesn't read as leading, it reads as lighting because it comes from the traditional word of lead. As you guys know that in the past, typing is made of lead, so it's called lighting here. What does lighting mean? Lighting means the space between the upper line and the lower line. So the space between this line and this line is called lighting. We normally have 3 types of lighting. Right now you can see the font size, the tab size is 30 point, and the lighting is 36 point. Because the lighting right now is automatically set by InDesign. So automatically InDesign will set the lighting as 120% of the tab size. So when you calculate it, 30 point times 120%, that's exactly 36 point. But you can also set the lighting yourself. For example, right now if we selected everything and we want to increase the lighting, we can make it like this. Or you may want to reduce the lighting, we can make it like this. Now, normally we have 3 types of lighting. When the lighting value is less than the tab size, like this. Right now the lighting value is 18 point, and the tab size is 30 point. That's called a negative lighting. Negative lighting normally is used in titles. In the titles, you want the 2 lines closer. You want to leave less space between the lines. So that's called negative lighting. When the lighting value is greater than the tab size, that's called positive lighting. Normally in the body text, we use positive lighting. And in this case, both the tab size and the lighting are the same value, we call it set solid. Sometimes we use that. So you can, yes. Huh? Set solid. Set solid. Yeah. So so you can see that we can set the point size, font size, and lighting values both from here. Now InDesign gives you a very interesting function. You can calculate. For example, right now if I tell you increase the font size to 1.5 times by 1.5 times, how do you do it? You do not want to calculate it. You simply click here 30 point, so it's P30 times 1.5. Now hold on. Times 1.5 and then int. And that's the font size. 30 point times 1.5 is supposed to be 45 point, right? It is too big. Now I'm going to reduce it by a half. So 45 point divided by 2. It's 22.5. So you can times, you can divide, you can add, you can minus, That's a very interesting thing for InDesign. Now, right now, look at here. The typeface is 22.5, bless you, point. So the unit is point here. The lighting is 30 point. The unit is also point here, right? And you know, in InDesign, when it measures the characteristics or when it measures the object, it actually has several units. Point is only one unit. There's also a unit called picon. There's also a unit called inch. You guys know inch, right? You know inch. But do you know how many picons equals to 1 inch? Anybody know that? 6 picons. 6 picons equals to 1 inch. And how many points equal to 1 picon? 12. 12 point equal to 1 picon. Okay, let me repeat it. Then I'm going to ask you a question. 12 points equal to 1 picon. 6 picon. 6 picons equals to 1 inch. So how many points equals to 1 inch? Right, you're good at math. 72, right? 72 points equal to 1 inch. So remember that. Okay, interestingly, right now, if I said I want to set the lighting as 1 inch or as 1 picon, okay, so 1p. If I put 1p, InDesign will know that means 1 picon. If I mean 1 point, how should I put it? P1. P1 means 1 point. 1p means 1 picon. So if I put 1 picon here and hit int, that's 12 point. See, I put 1p here, and InDesign automatically changed it into 12 point, right? Did you notice that? Let me put it as 2 picon right now. Again, it automatically changed it into 24 points. If I put it as 1 inch, equals to 72 points, right? Again, it automatically changed it into points. No matter, not just here, if the tab face, the tab size, let's say if I put a 0.5 inch, half inch, again, it automatically changed it into point. Now, why? Every time I tell InDesign with the unit of inch, it automatically changes it into point. Because right now, the default unit for InDesign is a point. If you want to change it, you can put your cursor here. Now press, let's see, press Command or press Control, I guess. And then, oh, okay, here is already picons. You can put it here. Put your cursor on the ruler and then press Control, change it into, let's say, change it into inches. Still change it into points. Okay. Okay, but anyway, let's say if you want to change the unit of the InDesign, you simply put your cursor here on the ruler and press Control, and then you can switch between points, picons, and inches. The other units here, we rarely use them, so just to change it between those three normally. Most of the time, in the printing shop, if they give you something to design, or when you finish a designing project, many of the designing professionals, they tend to use a what we call a markup to tell you the typeface, the lighting value, and the line measures. A markup looks like this. On the textbook, you can see it's 10, 11 times 23. But you can change it. You can change it into 12. Like here, you can change it into 12, and then 14, and then 23. This looks like normally a markup looks like this. Let me give it a color. So when you see a markup like this, you should know that the first the value 12 in this case is for the typeface, type size, and then the second value 14 here is for the lighting value. Both the first one and the second one should be with a unit of point, so it should be read as 12 point, 14 point. And then the third value is 23. 23 is the line measure. That should be, the unit should be picos. That means one line should be 23 picos long. 23 picos long, pretty much this long. Again, we've mentioned that this is the length that human eyes will feel most comfortable to read. If it's longer than this, the sentence here on the back cover is longer than 23 picos. It's not very easy for you to read. You need to read it like this. We don't want that. We just want to hold it and read it down. So 23, that's picos. That's not the point.
What color did you change that to?
Huh?
What color did you change it to?
Oh, I changed it. I just click it red. So you simply click it red. Okay, so now let's do a little project. You can move this thing narrower and put it on one side. On the right side of your document. Now let's create a rectangle. Click the rectangle tool and click a rectangle. According to the textbook, we're creating a bookmark for you. According to the textbook, the value for the width and the height should be 2 inch and 7 inch. So for W, you put 2 inch. For H, you put 7 inch. It is still within the document. Okay. Now it's a rectangular. We can't tap things here directly. So we need to click the tab tool and click inside the rectangle and try to tap some words here. But since we have a stroke here,
Where are you saying that to change like the 2 and 7?
W and H. Now when you select the rectangle, there's a W and H here.
What's the W need to be?
W is width.
Yeah. Well, what does it need to be?
Oh, 2 inch.
2 inches?
And the height should be 7 inch. Now once you're done with this, you click the tab tool and change this rectangular into a text frame. And then because it has a stroke, we need to set up a inset. How do we set up an inset? You press Command B. Call out the text frame option. And then inset spacing, we set pretty much the same for all four directions. What is the value here? 0.25 inch. So you put 0.25 inch. And once you click other places, because the link icon is activated, so you just need to put a 0.25 inch in one cell. All the four cells will be the same. And then hit OK. I created the inset, text inset of point.
It says 0.25 on the top and bottom, and the left and right it says 1 piece. Is that the same?
Inset.
Like when we first went through documentation.
Yeah, you activate the active box here, and now you can tap. That's where you tap. You want to set up the inset.
It's also because you use the text tool. Yeah, you did, but you used to move it in there, and I think you had to use the text tool to actually put the text.
So all of you have your inset right now. Let's tap it. You can tap the words in the textbook. You can also tap the words that you like. On the textbook, it says wisdom outweighs any wealth. And then we put a Z for the place of a glyph. And then the author soft cells, right? Softlets. SOPHOCLES. Once we done this, let's go find the glyph. You select the Z and go to tab. You will see glyphs here, okay? And then, according to the textbook, the glyph is from Adobe Carlson Pro. So change this area to Adobe Carlson Pro is already Adobe Carlson Pro. And then look at here, change this cell into Omnit. Okay, now you find so many glyphs here. Make sure you change here to Adobe Carlson Pro, change here to Ornament, and then you find all of the glyphs. Just to choose whatever you want. The textbook choose this one. You can choose any other glyphs. Okay. So what I would like to choose this one. Huh? Yeah, you just click on it. It will get it. Yes. And then you can set the size of the glyph, which is 100 as typeface. It's 100 point. It's P100. And then the leading value is 125. There's a question over there before first, right?
Second.
Okay. Yes. So simply put P125. Question here, right?
How do you make it bigger?
Change the tab size. Tab size is 100 point, and leading is 125 point.
Oh, wow.
Right. Why that happened? It must be different. Should be somewhere set. Command Z go back to switch that. Leave it as it is. I don't know what happened to this program. But when you submit it, just submit this one. Okay. So once you got this glyph, you can set up the the text as marked here on page 48. On page 48, it says that we need to choose Adobe Garimon Pro for these two lines. So you select it, choose Adobe Garimon Pro. Adobe Gary, yes, it's already Garimon Pro. And this one is also Adobe Garimon Pro. The last line is also Adobe Garimon Pro. And then Wisdom, we give it a tab size of 30 points. So this is P30. And the lighting value is also 30. And out with any wealth should be 25 points. So it's P25. And the lighting value is 30 points. It's already 30 points. We don't need to change it. The last line is 20 points. So it's P20. Lighting is also 30 points. So it's P30. And select all the text, press Shift Command C, which will centralize all the text. Shift Command C is a shortcut key that you can centralize all the text. And then also press Shift Command I, which is a shortcut key to italize all the text. And that's how you can create a bookmark. When you're done, export it into PDF and email to me. That's the project for today.